Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany and today we're going to be reviewing, testing the ColourPop It's My Pleasure palette, and this is what it looks like. 9-pan eyeshadow palette in a plastic case, just like the Ooh La La palette and the It's My Pleasure palette. And I think they remade the packaging for the Soul and Mar palettes to be more in line with this packaging. Anyway, this look that I have on is look number 3, and at the end of the video I'll share my observations about the palette, but for now we'll get into look number 1 and I'll see you there. Alright guys, this is look number 1 with the Just My Luck ColourPop palette with tongue twister. So I'm going to be using Mo Bamba 50/50, Chances Are, and Olive You. So I'm going to start by laying down Mo Bamba to help establish the halo. I'm using this Morphe M507 brush. Alright, if I seem a little bit frantic in this look, it's because it's like 8:30 and on a Sunday, Game of Thrones is about to come on, so I gotta hurry up and work. Anyway, I'm gonna take Chances Are right on top of where I laid down Mo Bamba. And we're using patting motions. Right now, I'm concentrating on just getting the color laid down, not really trying to blend yet. Alright, now we're going to go back into Mo Bamba. Okay, now that it looks like I got the color laid down in a way that I like, I'm going to start blending using tight circular motions. Alright, at this point, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to go in with Mo Bamba just in the inner and outer corner to deepen that. Okay, now I'm going into Olive You in the middle of this cut crease. I did use concealer to carve out the halo part, but I don't think that's necessary, so I'm not going to do it for this eye, just to see how that works. Okay, and that worked out really well. These shimmers are much creamier than what the Just My Pleasure palette had, and I draw parallels between them because they came out within a month or so of each other. But these shimmers are really creamy, and so they're easier to control. If you can see, I was able to basically make that halo shape just with no wetting of the brush, just with the shimmer. So now we're going to go in with the shade 50/50 on the edges of that halo. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some more of Olive You just to intensify the lid color, the color that I have there rather. Really get that packed on. Okay, I'm actually gonna just spray my brush. Going back into Mobamba to blend the edges. Alright, now that it looks the way I want it to look, I'm going to go under the lower lash line with Act Natural on the outer parts and then Olive You in the middle. So I'll start with Olive You. And I'm patting this really thin brush in because I want to keep it close to my lash line. Now I'm going to go into Act Natural. I really love the vibrance of Act Natural. It's really, it looks darker than what it is, but it's really pretty. I did get some fallout under my eye, which I expected, but hopefully I'll be able to brush that away. So I'm going to go ahead and do my liner. I'm going to go under the lower lash line with this Aqua Green by NYX onto the waterline, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is what it looks like. It is now 8:56 and so I have to run, but this is the outcome of the look. Of course, I'll put details about the rest of the stuff that I use on my face. I'm not putting on lashes because I don't know, I think it's fine without lashes. So I will let you guys get into look number 2. Alright, so this is what we're working with. It's like 8:58, so I need to go watch Game of Thrones, but I didn't put on any lashes because I really just don't feel like fooling around with them, and I don't think it needs it. So this is what it looks like. Look number 1 with the Just My Luck palette. And so I'll go ahead and let you get to look number 2. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be look number, well, my first look, my first time opening this palette. I bought it at launch, but I'm just now getting into this. This is what it looks like. You've probably already seen it, these colors. I don't know. Now I am going to clean up this area and cut the crease so that I can use Big Banks and Mary Jane. I'll be right back. Hey, I changed my mind. I'm gonna cut my crease with this glitter glue from Too Faced, and it's gonna be a partial cut crease again. So. Now I'm going to go in first with the color Mary Jane. On this brush. Now I'm gonna go in with Big Banks. And I think I'm gonna go in with Olive You for this outer edge. Okay, I don't like the way that looks, so I'm just gonna pair Mary Jane and Olive You together on this crease. All right, so that's what it looks like. I am going to finish my left eye off camera and I'll be back with eyeliner, eyelashes, everything else. All right guys, this is what the finished look looks like. I did go under my lower lash line. I couldn't show you because the battery ran down. So I went under the lower lash line with NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Milk. And I put, the colors that I put on top of that are Mo Bamba and Big Bangs. Big Bangs is a little bit more vibrant. And if you'll notice on this eye, on the outer part of the cut crease where it meets the matte colors, I use 50-50 instead. So the transition is Mary Jane, Olive You, and 50-50 on the cut crease portion of my eye. And that is it for this look. I'm not wearing lashes, unfortunately, because I think my daughter lost my lash glue. We don't know where it's at, and I have 2 bottles of lash glue. We can't find one. So anyway, I will be back with another look with this palette. My lipstick is one of the Sephora cream lip stains. Can't remember the color, but I'll put it in the description box. And I'll see you guys very soon. Hey guys, so this is look number 3 with the Just My Look palette. And I am going to replicate this look that I made, which I was just watching YouTube and I saw Nikki Tutorial's all green look with this palette and I was inspired by her look. So this is what I created. So we're gonna start with the look. I'll zoom you in and we'll get ready. We'll get started. Alright, so now that you're zoomed in, I will tell you that I have my eye primed with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1. This is the lightest color you can get in the store. I know for look number 2 I used ColourPop's white concealer, but I don't like it because it causes my eyeshadows to crack. It's too creamy and just doesn't work. This concealer dries down on its own and it doesn't crack. So anyway, I'm going to start by going in with the shade Charmed. I'm going to go throughout my crease here to lay down the groundwork for the cut crease. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go in with this shade, Kiss My Ass, and we're going to put that right on top of this Charm shade. Now, right on top of that, I'm going to use Chances Are to finish blending out this color. So I'm going in, and if you notice, I'm doing like patting motions, and then once everything is laid down, I'll start blending. By the way, this is the Morphe 507 brush that I'm using. Alright, now I'm going to reverse the order just because Kiss My Ass is getting a little bit lost. So I'm going to go back in with that one and then go back in with Charm since I lost some of the intensity of that color. Alright, so this is good enough for me. What I'm going to do is cut my crease, and I'll just speed through that so that you can see how I do that. But before I cut my crease, I'm going to use this Q-tip, which has makeup remover on it, micellar water, and I'm going to remove some of the excess eyeshadow where I know I want to cut my crease. Alright, that didn't take long. So now, once again, I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I'm going to cut my crease. Alright, I'm going to finish cutting my crease off camera because I need to have my hands free. So I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm going to go in the middle of this cut crease with Mary Jane. Then I'm going to go in the outer areas with this color Big Banks. And if you notice, I'm leaving a gap of space between the colors and that white border. I want to maintain that border, basically. So I'm not going to go all the way up to it. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Pro Supreme Dip Liner in the color white and highlight that white space that I have going on. Alright, so the line's not perfect, but we're just going to move on because we're putting glitter on top of it anyway. So I'm going to let that dry down and we'll be back for the glitter liner. Alright, I touched up the line a little bit. I think this is about as good as I'm going to get. So I have these glitter liners in green and gold. I think I've shown them on my channel before. This is the brand. I bought them on Amazon for a really good price. So I'm going to go in with the gold in the middle and then the green on the rest of the parts to kind of match the shadow that I laid down. Now I'm going in with the green. I'm going to let that dry down and then go through that area with another coat so that it matches this eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that that's done, time for eyeliner. I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner in the shade Black. So I'm going to line my eye. I don't know how far I'll take out the line. I guess trying to match this one. And you just want to make sure you make the line big enough to accommodate these stones. Not the stones, but the little gold balls that are going to go on. I might be able to fix this line when I do foundation. Let's hope I can fix it by wiping it away. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I'll stop staring at myself. Now, I am going to use some stones that I bought off Amazon. These are the gold ones. I'll include the link for them because the stone that I have in the corner of my right eye came from the same. I'm going to use lash glue. This lash glue, the Duo Brush On Adhesive with vitamins. I believe this is latex free as well, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to do that off camera because the tool is very pointy and I don't want to poke my eyes out. So I'll glue those on and be right back. And get tacky and then I'll stick it on. Here's my tool. Okay, I'm going to make this line a little bit thicker. Okay, and for placement of the balls, I am just going to have to guess about where they're going and then stick them on with the Duo Lash Glue as well. Alright, all set. Now all I'm going to do is put on this mascara and these falsies, and I'll do my base makeup and I will be back to share my final impressions of this palette and show you what the final look looks like. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so I completed most of my makeup and you'll notice I put on my lips. This is the color Soil matte lipstick by Juvia's Place, and I'll link the details for everything else down in the description bar. But right now, to finish off this look, I'm going to go on my lower lash line with, I think I'm going to go with Act Natural just because it's a brighter, there we go, Act Natural just because it's a brighter green. And I think I'm going to go under the whole lower lash line with that. Or no, I'll take Mary Jane in the middle and then go through with Act Natural for the rest of the lower lash line. Okay. Now I'm going in with Mary Jane right here. And that's it. It's a look. Alright guys, so I'll give my final opinion on the Just My Luck It's My Pleasure palette. I've used it now to make several different looks, and the way it performed for this look alone, I mean, is so much better than the It's My Pleasure palette. It's My Pleasure palette for me had a ton of fallout, and even when I used the glitter glue, there was just no mitigating that. This palette is not like that. It doesn't have nearly as much fallout. I don't think I got any noticeable fallout, or just very little. Anyway, I don't feel like the shimmers in this palette are as crumbly as the ones in the It's My Pleasure palette. So already I like it much better than that one. And I'm really happy with the colors. I will agree with everybody else who's used this and say that these are really like more cool toned or blue toned greens, and you can really see that blue undertone in the greens when you use a white or a really light base. So this has a lot of blue in it. I'm not mad at it, but just to kind of warn you or let you know about that, people are not lying when they say it's really blue tone. Anyway, thank you for your patience and for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.